How's it going, everybody? We got another Gen 4 Pokemon update. I'm recording this video on November 23rd, probably not going to go out until next week, so hopefully those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving in the United States, hopefully have a good time. In the last episode, we did things like captured a pine cone. We talked about using the Pokewalker, and also I had some questions on who else or what other Pokemon I wanted to add to the team. Since then, I think I have a better idea on at least the path forward and what I want to do. I appreciate everybody for helping me out, giving me some insight into your own thoughts on how this adventure should go. I mean, ultimately, it's my adventure, but it's enjoyable when we all share it together, you know? So we actually have to go all the way back to November 3rd. I ended up transferring a Zubat to the Pokewalker, and really interesting though, on that Pokewalker, the file, or like the save file I guess that was on it, my name was Felipe on that, and that is a name I haven't used in any game since like early high school, maybe, because that was my Spanish name in like 7th grade. I thought it was a cool name in Spanish. But yeah, that's where I got that name, but I haven't used that name in years. Definitely like 10, probably 10 something years. But anyway, I decided to transfer Zubat over because at the time I was thinking about, you know, either Crobat or a Xatu possibly to add to the team. So I figured that Zubat, and if you want to get Crobat, you need a lot of friendship, and the Pokewalker does increase your friendship level, so why not start working on that? I'm gonna need Crobat anyway for the Pokedex, so kind of seemed like a no-brainer thing to do. The last like 20 something days I've been trying to keep that Pokewalker on me, however I've been not that consistent, so Zubat is probably not getting as many steps as it should. Let's jump on over to November 4th. We went up to capture the Red Gyarados, and then we started defeating some trainers in the hideout. This hideout is in like the 7th gym leader town. I forgot exactly what it was, Mahogany Town, something like that. I still didn't defeat the 7th gym at this time because you have to do all that Team Rocket stuff before then. So November 4th, I was still deciding on if I wanted to train a Crobat, Xatu, and then I was starting to think, well, we need at least like one other Pokemon too, so maybe Arbok or Donphan or Gligar. There's so many cool Pokemon we could go with, so still deciding, but I think I'm kind of narrowing it down to what I want on the team. I was digging through the Pokemon book as well, the guide, and I found out that if you trade the red scale that you get from the Red Gyarados, it's in one of the earlier routes, but if you do that, they give you the EXP share, so definitely going to help leveling up some other Pokemon that are a little bit underleveled. So November 5th, we defeated the 7th gym. We trained Pinecone, and we evolved into Fortress, and I learned that it's Fortress, not Fortress. The way it's spelled, Fortress, not Fortress. I think I've just been pronouncing more Pokemon's names wrong than actually right. Anyway, it's the same thing. Fortress is cool, Fortress, I guess, just another one. So on November 6th, I decided, you know what, I want to shiny hunt Ekans because shiny Arbok is pretty sweet, and Arbok is just a really cool Pokemon in general. Like, and you guys know me, I love snakes, I love Rayquaza, we got, I guess, serpents too, we got cyber dragons, Wormcoil Engine, Steelix. There's probably like one or two other things I'm missing there, but yeah. So I thought training Arbok would be pretty sweet. It's like yellow too, so it's not like the best Pokemon though. Its stats are pretty like lackluster, and I don't really think it's that good of even of a Pokemon, but it's just cool. So I thought if I'm not gonna use one in the Battle Frontier, right? Because realistically, there's just better Pokemon to use. So now would be a great time to maybe use a Pokemon that isn't necessarily amazing, but one that I still want to like enjoy and use throughout the game. So Arbok kind of fit that like feeling that I guess that I wanted on the team, because we're gonna be using this Pokemon team probably till we defeat all the Kanto trainers as well. So it's gonna be a little while from now. So might as well, you know, get a cool shiny Pokemon and a Pokemon that I haven't really used before, and just to be able to play through the game and spend a lot of time with it, because I know once we get to the Battle Frontier, realistically, I'm not going to use a Pokemon like Arbok. Its base stats, just not that good. Unless someone can make a compelling argument to use it otherwise, like there's probably some cool build, but I think there's just better Pokemon. So anyway, we had to go to the game corner in, it's not Celadon City, what is it? Goldenrod City. And I learned that They purposely didn't make this a casino anymore because it's targeted for kids, and I completely actually understand that. So the game is a little bit different. It's still fun though, and if anything, it's probably a little bit better because there's a little bit more strategy to it. So the Pokemon prizes are 200 coins for Arbok, 700 for Ekans, and 2100 for Dratini. You can't buy the coins either, so you must play. You gotta get good at the game in order to actually get the coins. So that was kind of annoying at first because I kind of just wanted to, you know, not do that. Just wanted to quickly get the coins and try to get shiny. But as I started to play the game, I actually really enjoyed it. Before we get to the game itself though, the reason why I'm choosing Arbok is because I really like Arbok, just in general. It's cool shiny, it's cool Pokemon. But the reason why I'm committing to shiny hunting it now is because you can get 5 encounters for every reset. So the resets go quick and you can get a lot of encounters. So in theory, I should be able to get this shiny in, I don't want to mess up my words here, but in less time than you would get any other shiny in some situations, just because you're able to get to that like expected value a lot sooner. The probability of getting the shiny is the same, but you're able to get many more encounters in a given time. So in theory, you should get it a little bit quicker. So let's getting back to the game. It's Voltorb Flip, and at first I didn't really understand what the game I was playing, and I know the person gives some hints and stuff to do, but I just watched a video online just to learn it. Like I figured, what am I gaining by trying to figure this all out by myself when I could just look up a guide online? Found some really good video discussing some rules and like key things to follow, because like this game, it's kind of like almost like Minesweeper in a sense, where if you hit a Voltorb, you lose all your coins. But if you able to turn over all of the tiles that have 2 or 3, or the numbers 2 or 3 on it, then you win, you get all the coins, and you move on to the next round. You don't have to turn over the tiles with the number 1 on it. So I didn't know that at first, and even though it probably said it in the instruction guide thing, but I just didn't follow it. But yeah, if you hit a Voltorb, you're done. So the key to the game is quite simple, and it's almost like it almost kind of felt like Sudoku, that one number tile game too, because there's even though there's some strategy and stuff to it, ultimately at the end of the day there is some luck and probability, but you can increase your chance of winning by being a little bit smart with your guesses. And that's the part of the game that I really oddly enjoyed, was getting to those steps where it was like I got this board and I'm marking where I think tiles have Voltorbs, where they don't, and where my next guesses are going to be. And at that point, it's kind of just like, it's just a probability. You just gotta guess, and hopefully you get lucky, and sometimes you don't, and it's whatever. I get we're playing a game inside of a game, but it's still fun. The reason why I'm talking about it like that is because there was one time where I was playing the game, I look down and I look up, and 45 minutes passed and I'm still playing Voltorb Flip. So I thought that was kind of funny how fast the time went by playing this very like simple game inside of a game. But yeah, it was kind of fun. So I was able to get some good coins. I did that a lot on November 6th. And November 7th, I pretty much kind of spent like the whole day playing. Yeah, the game got me tilted. I got to level 6. Yeah. Okay, so don't spam buttons when you're playing this game. I kept spamming the A button. So when you get to the next round, it immediately goes into it. Like there's no like get ready, get set, go. No, you just go into the round. And a lot of the times they will put the Voltorb on the tile, which is the first tile your like cursor selected to. So if you spam A, you just flip over the Voltorb, and if you hit the Voltorb in like your first round or your first like action or whatever, you get sent like back to like previous levels. So that happened to me on a lot of rounds, but most notably on level 6. Like I got pretty high in Voltorb Flip, everybody. I know. Congratulate me. But that felt pretty good to get that high. You get a lot of coins, but it does get more challenging. And if you don't win, actually, you have to win the game. So if you don't win, you get 0 coins. So sometimes getting to these higher levels isn't really worth it because you just don't win and you just keep getting set back, and it kind of just wastes some time. But rounds 1, 2, and 3, pretty much could consistently get those done. And again, there's going to be some probability in that, but for the most part, able to consistently get through those. At this point, I was able to get like 3,000 coins. So that only gets you 4 times 700, 2,800. So I need to get to 3,500 at least to get the ability to buy 5 Ekans. So I kept grinding pretty much to get to at least the 3,500 coins. And then I removed everything but Typhlosion from my party, and then we just started grinding the soft resets and shiny hunting. So I have them, I'm noting in my notebook actually, I typically don't count shiny hunts because it kind of just drives you insane, or at least me, because if I know what number I'm at and know how much time I spend, then I start getting like, is this worth it? Like, is this really worth the time that I'm dedicating to this? So it's like a more psychological thing as to why I don't mark it or keep track of what reset I'm at. But with this, I figured we're getting 5 encounters per soft reset. So it should be a lot less tally marks and a lot smaller of a number in a sense. So every tally mark on this page is 5 Ekans encounters, and I'm definitely at least 1,000. So that's 5,000 encounters. I don't remember exactly on the probability distribution where it is, but I just know like when you're hitting like 50,000 encounters, the probability you should have encountered a shiny is like 98%, something like that. So it's quite high, but 5,000, not like that much. I think like 25,000. Yeah, I hope we don't get to 25,000 because I feel like I've already done a lot. But yeah, we'll see. You can't predict that, but gonna keep grinding, gonna keep shiny hunting. So the reason why I'm making this video now and I haven't gotten the shiny yet is because I want this shiny, and I don't want. It's already been I think 2 or 3 weeks since I last posted a video, and it's actually been like I think almost 4 weeks maybe since I actually recorded the last video. So I don't want to leave everybody hanging. Want to just chat about at least the progress I've made and the path moving forward. That reminds me, we got to talk about the team that I think I want. So we're not going to continue the game until we get this shiny, and then I do intend on EV training it in definitely attack, debating speed or like HP. Like all of Arbok's stats aren't that good. Like there's not one where I'm like, wow, we gotta train that. So I'm thinking like if we just like again, this is gonna be just for like the story of the game, not the Battle Frontier or the Battle Frontier. So I think attack and speed is probably gonna be the best, because if once it's level 100, like you can just destroy everything, outspeed everything. It doesn't even matter. I do like the idea of having like beefy Pokemon though. Just like, I guess, what is Arbok? Arbok's Cobra. Cobra's fast. They attack. Yeah, it's probably speed. No, don't really need a beefy Cobra. So I will end up doing that. We do have the Mantra Brace, so it will be a lot quicker than the Typhlosion, although it'll still take a lot of time. We don't have a lot of money for vitamins. I don't really want to. I don't even think we have the Amulet coin yet, so I don't think I want to do that. But that is the path moving forward for Arbok. So the next episode's not really going to happen until we get that, and I'll probably just EV train, finish Ekans, whatever, and then move on. I don't think I actually noted it in here, but I did. Why didn't I note it in here? I did start in the Goldenrod City. I did start defeating the Team Rocket people in the radio tower. We got to go to the underground next. As for the team itself, okay, we got Typhlosion, we got Fortress. Why am I forgetting? We got Lantern, we got Blossom, now Arbok. The one thing that's gonna kind of bother me a little bit is we have Arbok, which is a Kanto Pokemon, not Johto, so gonna likely be the only one not following that rule. So hold on, we got Typhlosion, Lantern, Fortress, Blossom, then Arbok. We have one remaining Pokemon, and it has to be the flying type. So And I was thinking about Crobat, but I think I'm going to go Xatu. And it's because we already have a poison type on the team. So I think Xatu is kind of cool too. Don't get me wrong, Crobat is really cool too, but I've never had a Xatu on the team before, and I've had Crobats multiple times. I was really considering Donphan and Gligar. Maybe not Gligar, just because we're definitely on the Battlefront. On one of the Battlefront tier teams, we will have a Gliscor. Just too cool of a Pokemon to not use. Donphan though is just a cool Pokemon. I don't know. I like that one as a kid. Donphans fell off my love as a favorite Pokemon just because, tastes change over time, but still a really cool Pokemon. So a little bummed we're not gonna have enough room on the team for one of those, but it is all good. With all that being said, next episode we will have Shiny Ekans. Hopefully it doesn't take that long. Sorry, yeah, actually Shiny Arbok will have. EV trained, ready to go. Then we'll continue through the Goldenrod City Team Rocket people. And then eventually make our way to the 8th gym. Actually, I need to capture Xatu too, so... And then we will have... so we'll have our full team. We'll know exactly moving forward the team we're going to have. And also we need to level them up just to be consistent. Like, I don't want any Pokemon to be under-leveled. So probably get every Pokemon like 35 or something before heading to the 8th gym, which is the Dragon Gym. I am actually playing Gen 3 games still. I do have an update on that soon. So I wanted to get this video out first, but I'm working on the Gen 3 stuff too. I miss it. It's fun. Had a feeling I was gonna jump back to those games soon, but gotta stay somewhat focused on Gen 4. But if I'm itching for Gen 3, just gotta follow your heart. That's it for this episode. Check out the other videos on the channel. We got a lot of them. Take care, everybody. Hopefully you're enjoying your Pokemon adventure, and I'll see you in another video.